Good evening, everyone. I've been following some of the comments in the posts that I posted, asking you guys for feedback on wording for the printout that I want to create for you to be able to go into your school and explain to the teachers why you don't want certain essential oils being diffused in the room or any essential oils being diffused in the room, whether it's due to the safety concerns of the essential oils or allergies or any other reasons why you don't want that diffused in your room, in your child's classroom, I should say. And I saw the first few comments. I replied to a couple. I've not paid attention until the last couple of minutes, and you guys have blown it up. So there's a lot of feedback. I know this is something that we get asked about on a regular basis. I actually had a friend of mine literally call me tonight, and she left me a voicemail explaining, okay, Leah, what can I do? I've just learned that my child is in a new schoolroom where they don't have proper ventilation. The windows do not open, and there's blends diffusing all day long in this closed classroom. So the door barely opens, right? And it's an all-day thing. And she's like, should I be worried? Should I be concerned about these essential oils being diffused all day long? So there's a lot of things that I could talk about when it comes to the safety of different essential oils. I've actually addressed this in my podcast. I have addressed this on my website. It's information that I have in the Learning Center as well. This is something that is very common that you guys ask me about. Now, this all boils down to the safety of the essential oils. Yes, we can talk about it shouldn't be diffused all day long, especially without proper ventilation, but it all comes down to the safety of the individual essential oils that are in these blends. Like I said, I've barely seen some of these comments, especially recently. But one of the comments is from a teacher who does diffuse all day long. And this is something that I hear a lot. Well, I only use pure essential oils. Do you understand that pure equals potent equals strong equals works equals could have adverse reactions even more than essential oils that may be watered down with a carrier or other things? So yes, you want to make sure that you are not buying your essential oils at Best Buy or a convenience store or Walgreens or even Walmart. But even with the highest quality essential oils come risks, and that is due to the constituents that are in the essential oils. So I am going to show you here in a minute. I'm actually going to flip my screen around and share with you part of the information that is available at the free level. I'm actually going to show you a couple that aren't available at the free level of different blends so that you can see how serious this is. Now, I come across most parents that come to me and ask me, what can I do? They want to know the safety of Thieves Blend, or they want to know about On Guard Blend, because those are the two blends that 99% of the time teachers are diffusing in their classrooms. And unfortunately, those are the two blends that have the most safety issues. There aren't many other blends that I can think of that come close to the safety issues that they have. And that is due to a couple of reasons. It's due to the cinnamon bark. It's due to the clove. It's due to the eucalyptus. It's due to the rosemary. Some of them have peppermint. The only thing that's going to be safe for all ages is either the orange or the lemon that's included in that blend. The other essential oils in the blend have issues topically, as well as they have issues if you inhale. The blend is not safe for pregnancy. It's not safe for use for anyone under the age of 10. Those essential oils that are in the blend can trigger people with asthma. So there's a lot of things that you really have to be aware of before using and diffusing these blends in a classroom, especially when we are talking about children. A lot of them are under the age of 10. We have some children who are going to leave early to go to the dentist. to either have a dental cleaning, may have a tooth extraction. What happens? How would you feel as a teacher if you have been diffusing a blend that contains anticoagulant essential oils, meaning they cause blood thinning, and that child leaves early to go to the dentist and has a tooth extraction and they have trouble stopping the bleeding? How would that make you feel? So I literally just saw a comment, which actually I'm like, I'm going live right now. I'm just going live right now. From somebody who said, with the coronavirus going around, why are you guys even worried about essential oils? That's why. There are a lot of serious things that can happen from the use of essential oils. Yes, essential oils can be used in a hand sanitizer. I have a recipe that you can access for free to help cleanse your hands. But there are still issues with certain essential oils that you have to be aware of. So exposing your child or exposing a whole group of children that could have a whole wide range of backgrounds, could have a whole wide range of health issues, exposing them to one of the blends that has, yes, it can kill germs, but it has a lot of adverse reactions as well that could potentially happen, is super, super risky. So I understand wanting to kill germs. I understand that. This is something we should be aware of. Proper hygiene in general anyway, sorry, my throat is locking up here. I'm talking too much. We should be aware of anyways. We should be washing hands with soap and water. Yes, you can use a hand sanitizer. Be careful with overdoing it because most of them have a lot of high alcohol content. They're relying on the alcohol to kill the germs. That's drying out. I'm hearing from parents going, Leah, what can I use? Because my kids' hands look horrible now. They're using it all day long. They're starting to peel. It's bad. So I do have a hand sanitizer recipe that includes essential oils. So we are relying on some essential oils that are safe for all ages, as well as some carrier oil in with some witch hazel to help kill those germs without 100% alcohol in there. It's just completely not necessary. So yes, we need to be smart. Yes, we can use essential oils to kill germs, but you don't need to use blends that have all of these safety issues that could be putting children at even more risk. So let me do a screen share with you guys right now. I want you guys to be able to see exactly what I'm talking about in black and white here. So let's go to, and the reason why I'm commenting about these blends is because they're the ones that I get asked about all the time, that are usually the ones that are diffused in the classroom. So let's go to thieves first, but I'm telling you, on guard, same thing. So clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary. Not recommended to use around anyone under the age of 10. Not safe for pregnancy, not safe for breastfeeding, not safe around your pets. Avoid if you have bleeding disorders before and after surgery, as it is anticoagulant. It inhibits blood clotting. If you are prone to nosebleeds as well, this could be an issue. It could also encourage a nosebleed. If you are not prone to nosebleeds, you could find yourself having one if you are overusing this blend. Not to be used on skin that is damaged and broken. There are, of course, internal use precautions, which is not the case in this situation if you are talking about diffusing in the classroom. There are also drug interactions, some of which are an issue if you even inhale. So there may be some children on blood thinners, there may be teachers, there may be people passing by the room if the door is open, there could be parents coming in and out that could be on medications. This could interfere with their medications. And of course, topically, phototoxicity could be a concern as well. So the main thing is it's anticoagulant. Now, the other concern with eucalyptus and rosemary is the concern with breathing. Eucalyptus and rosemary contain high amounts of 1,8-cineol, which is a constituent that can cause slowed respiration or labored breathing in young children. It can also cause issues with children that have asthma. It can cause issues with children that they are potentially convulsant as well. So it can cause issues with children that are prone to seizures. So you have to really know exactly what you are using. And that is all of the safety that I'm talking about. is based off of the individual essential oils. So when you combine them and use them in a blend, you have all of the different safety issues from all of the different single essential oils, put them into a blend, and now you have all the safety issues that are combined in the blend itself. Just like with therapeutic properties, if you combine a bunch of different essential oils that contain analgesic therapeutic properties, for example, then it will be a great pain reliever. But we also have to understand that there are adverse reactions with certain essential oils as well. So I would just really encourage you to be aware of what you are diffusing and help you understand that there are essential oils that can be very helpful for germs that do not have those sort of adverse reactions. So this is something that I would encourage all of the teachers out there to do, is if you want to kill germs when your kids have left for the day and you want to cleanse the air, diffuse some tea tree and lemon essential oils. Those are safe for all ages. That way, if a kid comes back, left his homework, that way, if you are still there grading papers, whatever the case is, you can kill the germs that way without, any adverse reactions potentially. If you get permission from parents to do this, just use the tea tree and lemon essential oils. These can be diffused intermittently through the day. That means 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off, and these essential oils are not known to have adverse reactions, and they are known to be safe for all ages. So if you feel like you have to diffuse something for germs, tea tree and lemon essential oils are going to be a lot better than the thieves, than the On Guard, than plain eucalyptus, than plain cinnamon bark, than even oregano and all of those essential oils. But ideally, diffuse the air when the children are not in the room, because children can be exposed to things that are new to them and have reactions that we are not aware of. Fir needle, I say all the time, use fir needle instead of eucalyptus for congestion. It's safe for all ages. Some people are actually allergic to trees. Some people are allergic to fir. There could be people allergic to tea tree, people are allergic to lemon. So even though they're technically safe for all ages, even though they are technically don't have any adverse reactions that we know of, you still have to be very careful. So I hope this has been informative. Let me flip my screen over one more time because I want to actually show you guys where you can find some of this information as well that I've talked about as far as diffusing essential oils in the classroom. So if you go to leahjacobson.com/library, these are all the products that are available to you to access. There is a free level of blends safety files. There is a free level of singles safety files, and the print book just came back in stock today. I got 2 big boxes of those. And there's these other resources available to you as well. There's also a free level of the Recipes Club, and that actually includes the hand sanitizer. So before I jump into the Learning Center and show you about diffusing in the classroom, I'm just going to click Access Now here, and this is something that you can click on after you enroll for free. Then you just want to click the Access Now, and then you can go to Virus, and then click on Personal Inhaler. Sorry, not Personal Inhaler for virus. What am I talking about? Not the personal inhaler, the hand sanitizer for virus. And this is going to be a safe recipe that you can use that is not going to be stripping and drying and ruin your hands. So you can find this over in the EO Recipes Club. If you are not yet a member, just go to leahjacobson.com/library, click Not a Member, and then you can scroll all the way down until you reach the free section right here, and then you can enroll in the free level and you can get the hand sanitizer spray recipe as well as a few other recipes too. Now in the Learning Center, again, you have to click Not a Member. You can enroll this way, just add your email address and you can get free access. The whole thing is free. Click Access Now, and then you want to click on the Inhaling tab right here, and then, oops, and then you can scroll down until you see Diffusing in the Classroom. So this is some information, a lot of which I just threw at you in the beginning of the live, of why you don't want to use specific essential oil blends or single essential oils in the classroom, you are liable. And that's the other thing that I wanted to include on the printout. So the post in our group asking you for feedback is also asking you for information that you want to make sure that I include on this hopefully one-page printout that you guys can, for free, of course, download and hand to your teacher. Now, you don't have to be confrontational. You don't have to get in their face. You can just put it on their desk and leave, and they'll find it and they'll look at it. And, you know, a little bit later, you may be like, hey, so did you see this thing I sent? You know, you don't have to be confrontational. I think the intentions of the teachers are good. Kids are sick. Parents are sending their sick kids to school. And I get both sides. I see both sides. I understand parents can't miss work. So you have sick children going to school. You want to make sure germs aren't spread. I get it. I understand thoroughly and completely. But you also have to understand when you are using very risky blends and you are diffusing these in your classroom, children can have very severe, very serious adverse reactions, and you do not want that sort of liability on you or on the school district as a whole. So it's great if you can get parental permission, but if the parents don't know the risks of Thieves Blend or On Guard or cinnamon bark or clover, eucalyptus or rosemary, they'll be like, oh, that's fine. It's a pretty smell. Sure, that sounds like a great idea. It's more than just smells. It's more than just this kills germs. There are other things as well that can happen as an adverse reaction when you use these in the classroom. So there is information here. And I know when I put this over into our new learning center, which for those of you who don't know, I've had to do because Facebook is censoring heavily anything to do with health issues, especially if you talk about viruses and use medical terms, which I do. I'm very plain with you guys. I feel like you guys are big enough to understand different medical terms and therapeutic properties and all of that. And I just talk about it. But Facebook doesn't like that, because they're just censoring super heavily. So I decided to put all of this information straight for you guys behind this free membership so that you can still access it. And why am I doing this instead of the other website? Because it's public on the other website, and Facebook, actually, their arms are long enough to tell me they don't like what I have on my website. So this is behind a free membership for the reason of their robots crawling around can't just get in here and say, we don't like that you are talking about blood thinners. We don't like over here in your recipes club that you are talking about viruses. So they, I have this behind a membership for that reason, so that you guys can still have access to all of this information without this group going away. Hopefully it stays up as long as possible, the page going away. I'm trying to do everything I can, abiding by their rules and still giving you the information that you need. So any more feedback on what I should include on that handout, please let me know. I do intend to word it very positively to the teachers. Like, we're grateful that you are concerned about germs, but there are concerns with some popular essential oils. If you could avoid diffusing them during the day, and if you could do it afterwards, maybe even including these are the possible adverse reactions. Let them know that you are not okay with that. And if your child has a reaction, you can seek legal guidance on, what you should do, kind of thing. I don't want to be super threatening, but it is serious. It's super serious. I mean, it would be horrible, if, like I explained a few minutes ago, if your child went to the dentist and it was very hard for them to stop the bleeding, because they've been inhaling cinnamon bark all day long, which is anticoagulant. So this is super serious. When it comes to our kids, I don't mess around. I don't think anybody should be messing around. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, is give you guys a printout that you can take to your school. There probably should be one for teachers. There probably should also be one for the principal or superintendent or whoever. That one may be a little bit less, smiley and polite, and have maybe a little bit more information in there so they understand legally how not okay it is. So that's the part that I really want your feedback on, especially as you guys are in the schools and you are already talking to people, and what the reactions are, if there's signatures you need, all of that stuff that you guys have as far as interactions with your teacher and with your school. So anything like that would be amazing. Yes, we can absolutely make one up for churches and dentist offices and all of that stuff as well. Any public place in general, and you can just, set the paper on the desk and walk away. You don't have to make a big stink. So anyways, did I already talk about, yeah, so I did kind of mention, okay, so I did talk about that. Okay, I did talk about that. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Anybody here that has any questions about anything that I just said? I know I just kind of like went on a little bit of a rant, but there was a comment, and I kind of get it, but it's like, there was a comment saying, "Are you serious with all the awful things that schools do? You are complaining about actual essential oils." And that's the thing, is essential oils also have adverse reactions. That can happen. Lysol, yes, it's terrible. But there are some essential oils that can also present a risk to your children as well. And I'm not saying don't use any essential oils to clean with. I'm saying pick ones that don't cause your blood to thin. Okay, that's all I'm saying. How much is my book? You can find everything in the library. leahjacobson.com/library. I have 2 different books, and they are now currently both in stock. So thank you for your question. I have print books, ebooks, and online versions as well. So the price would depend on which one you're picking, which version you're picking, which if it's an ebook or a print book. If you're in the US, it's free shipping. If you're out of the US, it's actual shipping. So it all depends on that. Thank you. Thanks for tagging your friend. If she's in this group, she will get your tag. So that's great. Jackie says that's why I no longer diffuse in our shop. Yet you just don't know who's going to walk through your door that could potentially have an adverse reaction. And this goes beyond the classroom, obviously, but I think the concern is more important in the classroom because of the different essential oils that are being diffused all day long in a closed space, and they're generally not safe for all ages. So I just wanted to make sure that this information is out there. So I appreciate your feedback, all of you who are posting on that thread. Hopefully it's nice. It seems to be nice so far. I have to go through and respond to some of you guys as well. You just want to be super careful. Yeah, so there's Ashley saying, I'm an allergen management specialist with 10 years of experience managing life-threatening allergies and severe food intolerance, 20 years managing migraine, plus 4 years of managing asthma. Please let me know if I could be of assistance in drafting your statement from an allergy standpoint. That is awesome, Ashley. I really, really super appreciate that. Just another point that I want to make about essential oils. We're concerned with peanut allergies. There's a child in your classroom that can't have peanut butter. All the kids can't have peanut butter. This is a similar thing. If one child has asthma, you should not be diffusing eucalyptus essential oil. If one child's on blood thinners, you don't want to be diffusing any blood thinners. Like, it's kind of like the same thing. You don't want to mass medicate the entire classroom when not everybody is going to need it. So, that's another angle as well to consider, is you are basically mass medicating the entire room. The parents may not understand exactly what all of it is, as far as all of the safety issues. So even if you pass around a thing saying you have to sign this in order for me to do this, they may not be educated. So there's so many angles. There's a parental angle, there's the teacher angle, there's all of this. So hopefully we can come up with 1 or 2 different versions, maybe 3 different versions of this statement that we can have for you guys to print out and hand off to the teacher or whoever else. So okay, I'm not seeing any more questions. I'm sure more will come up. This thread is hopping. Okay, so I guess I'm done having my little soapbox rants, and hopefully you guys have a great night. See ya.